Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Real Walk, day 24. Can you believe it's already been 24 days? Real quickly, I know you're getting ready for your Monday morning. Are you already out on your Monday morning? I want to talk to you about the power of choice in our lives, the power to choose. So, regardless of what we're facing, what's going on, God's given us a choice, and we can choose how we navigate through life. And it's very clear in the Bible. There it is. I said it. The Bible, because it's relevant to our lives. It's actually, remember, a love story of a father who loves his children and is giving them instruction, just like you would as a mother and father would be. Hey, son, this is the way you want to go. You want to choose this path. You want to go here. Look, son, go over here. I was reading the story of Jonah this morning. Funny, first chapter. Get up, go over here. Jonah's like, nope, that's not my deal. I'm going to go over here. And it said he ran from the Lord. He departed from the Lord. He made a choice to go in the opposite direction. Well, even if you've never sat in a Bible school class, we've all heard the story of Jonah and what that rejection of God's instruction was to him. And it put him in the belly of a whale. But before that, it put him on a boat. That was he's running from. But he actually endangered all the men and people on that ship because of his rebellion, his choice. And, sometimes we don't think, and maybe we do, but we don't understand how our choices affect even more than us. Matter of fact, we can be pretty self-navigating, pretty self-centered in our choices unless we really understand what the whole scenario there. But I want to talk to you about something that just over last night and this morning, and that was that God has shown himself so strong over the last couple of weeks, and they've been really tough weeks in the sense of some natural things, but just seeing the Lord's hand in that and freedom from in here and walking that out. I'm facing another week, and maybe you're facing another thing, maybe a doctor's report, maybe just some continual strife in the area, and maybe you're rolling high on the mountaintops, which is awesome, but we still have a choice. We have a choice to choose life or choose death. And let me just give you a little rundown of my scenario. So I'm thinking about a couple, I won't go into all the details, but some things that were just kind of like, well, how am I going to deal with that? I don't really have some resources with this or that. That's pretty general, isn't it? But that's how they want to tell you about it. But it was creating some anxiety in me and some worry. And actually, when we open those doors to anxiety and worry, it's not too long before a spirit of fear, that's right, a spirit of fear can come in and just torment us, keep us divided and distracted. And even getting up this morning, I'm like, oh man, what am I going to do about this? And as with most men, some temptations started to come around that. Well, hey, why don't you just check out in this or check out over here or get religious and start okay, I just need to pray more. I need to do this more. But you know what? I said, whoa, I can't do it. Time out. Time out. And I started saying, what's underneath this? What is underneath this? And when we stop long enough to recognize, it's the spirit of fear. A spirit that comes to divide and distract me. And you know what? And so often I'm so used, we don't even subconsciously just run down that path because it's false comfort. It's like, I'm okay. God, I don't really trust you, so I'm going to have to put my hands and take control back in this area. But I'm recognizing that I don't want to, when God's saying get up and go and do this, I want to be obedient to that. I don't want to end up in any more bellies of any whales. God, and look, Jonah repented, and God moved him right back in to the area that whale after 3 days vomited him out right back into his place of destiny that he had for them. And there's more that we'll touch on Jonah moving forward. But I just want to touch on that point. So I have I have a choice. What am I going to believe? Okay, is God for me? Yes. Is God my provider? Yes. Will God see me through this? Yes. But you don't see all this out here. I don't see this hand moving and this and this. Does God love me? Yes. And it's getting to a point right in here at our deepest gut level that because of Father's character for us, because he loves us, I can be strong. You can be strong. You can be courageous in the middle of the walk, and you can choose life. There's so many different areas I want to touch on, and we're already at 5 minutes, and maybe I'll write some things in the bio for this video. But I just want to encourage you today. Don't take the bait. Don't believe the lie of the enemy that says you're alone, that you have to make it happen. And there might be some steps that God's telling you to step into, but it's not in our own strength. It's not in our own might. It's by his Spirit. Let me pray for all of us today. Father, I just thank you for your grace today. I thank you for peace today, that you are a Father who loves us. You're a Father who gives to us. You're not a taker. And that, Lord, your character is good, and you do only good in our lives. So, Father, I just thank you for those watching today, for a place of raising the white flag. Really, that's all it's about. God, I surrender. God, I trust you. I'm just going to keep putting my heart out there, regardless of what's going on. I'm going to keep my heart engaged, like David's heart, regardless of his mess-ups, regardless of the things he walked through, regardless of pressure. He kept coming back to a place of worship. Jonah came back to that place in the belly of the whale. He says, I'm not going to observe all these lying vanities, but I'm going to trust God. And I'm going to offer up sacrifices. That opened the door. When they were in the prison at 12 o'clock at night, at midnight, it says they sang praises unto the Lord. How in the world do you get to that place? If you're in the belly of a whale, if it's your midnight hour, trust, surrender, and ultimately just receiving his love for you. Hey, God bless. It's going to be a great week. Stay present. Be strong. Trust him. And watch God work in your week this week. God bless. Have a great day.